Hi there, and welcome to Module 1. In this activity, you will be creating your ePortfolio website that we will use to house all of your writing and reading responses and reflections to show your growth as readers and writers this school year. Parents and your classmates will have the option to leave you feedback, and this will give you a wider audience than just Mrs. Kearns reading your writings. So, under ePortfolios, we're under the Module 1 assignments. Okay, this is where you will go to conduct all of the lessons that you have to do for this module. Here you will find under Resources and Tutorials, we'll click there for a second. You can see what we've got there. If you need to have want to know some information about Google Docs, how to write reading response blog posts, or how to write your reading blog posts, that information can be found under the Resources and Tutorials under the ePortfolio site. Also here, as we get our ePortfolio websites created, I will have a link to all your classmates' websites here so you can go and visit other people's websites, see their different designs, read their writings, and give them some feedback. Okay, so that's just a little overview of what you can find under the ePortfolio tab. So we're going to go back here to the assignments. All right. So as this says here, we'll be creating a personal Weebly site. Weebly is the site that I use, Mrs. Hershey uses, all your other teachers, as well as your 6th grade homepage. They're all Weebly websites. They're free. There are 5 lessons in this module that you need to complete before you will submit your work. And then there's a rubric for this lesson. Let me scroll down here. Right here is the rubric. This is how I will be grading you. All right, so you'll want to click on that as you work and or when you're done working, just to make sure that you've included everything so you get the best possible grade. Please know that if you do not score in the 4 to 5 range, you will have to make corrections to redo. And it will improve your grade a little bit. However, we don't want to be posting websites that aren't our very best quality work, because remember, it's not just Mrs. Kearns reading and looking over these websites. Parents and your classmates will have access to this as well. Alright, you will click on each of these links, lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they will take you to other pages that will explain to you what you'll be doing for each learning task. Okay? Within each lesson there is a video to watch and a checklist that you can go to make sure that you are understanding exactly what you need to do. In each of the videos, I'm creating my personal ePortfolio website along with you so that you can, basically see what I'm doing and how you need to be able to do it. If you have any questions, you can email me or you can ask me in class and we'll work through it together. Here's also a link to my ePortfolio site. Like I said, I'll be adding readings and writings and reflections. All the assignments that I'm asking of you, I will be doing too along with you. So you can always look at my website to get some ideas. Now, once you've gone through all 5 lessons, you're going to be submitting your work here using this form. And I'll talk about that in lesson number 5 to let you know exactly what you have to do. But you will just type in your first and last name, your green local email address, and then here's where you're just going to copy and paste your web address into this comment box and then hit submit. And most likely your email address, or I'm sorry, your website address is going to be your first and last name and ePortfolio.weebly.com. But again, we'll talk about that in lesson number 5. This is just an overview of this module. So in lesson 1, you're going to create your ePortfolio. I'll walk you through logging into Weebly, how to change your design of Weebly, and learning about some of the functions of what Weebly has to offer. Lesson number 2, you're actually going to start designing your homepage. We're going to add some pictures and some text about yourself. Lesson 3, you're going to be creating a reading blog, and you'll be adding your very first practice post. Lesson 4, you're going to create your author's corner. This is where you're going to submit all of your final drafts of your writing so that people will be able to read your writings and then they will be able to leave you some feedback. And then finally, you're going to be creating your reading response page in lesson number 5. This will be where you're going to respond in blog format to the books that we read out loud in class, whether we're reading a novel and I have you respond to a chapter or a section that we read on a certain day, or when we read a picture book, I might ask a question and then have you pose a response in your reader's notebook, and then you will type up your response from your reader's notebook onto your blog page. All right. So this is just an overview of module number 1. You are ready to get started, and what you need to do is click on lesson number 1, and away you go. Good luck, and please contact me through email or in class if you have any questions.